welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Now we know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. And just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their division. Tom Brady, and they too has the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Sticking with Henderson. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down, New England.
Henderson on his own read. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Jump off caught by his back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For the Patriots.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing him out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He had him blocked. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired. Josh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now Darnold, fourth down. He connects downfield. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
It's third down.
Third and long for him here. Has him on a quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. They have it on 2nd and short. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Design bootleg here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Walker now from the gun. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an R-U-N. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive forward and get the first.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. That's no good. The veteran missed one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Now we go to Henderson on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff for Henderson, running left. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Bryce Barringer on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Another punt coming up. Bryce Barringer to do the honors again. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. Starts his return from the 23. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw, here's Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
It's complete. Play made by Cup. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's down very close to that 1st, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now Darnold off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. He works it down to the 37. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Here's Charbonnet. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Play fake, Darnold. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it's 2nd down coming up.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
And off to Walker from the gun. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold on.
Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they're able to push it well upfield on that fumble return. Nicely done. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story. And right now, that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Patriots offense all set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
From the gun, it's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. May on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
May now from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
few yards before they bring him down on the return. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Seahawks.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a second title is within their reach. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Walker running to the right. Rolling into enemy territory. Now here it goes down the right sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Myers to add the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's got
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Here's May to the air. Complete to Diggs out left. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Henderson here from the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Marcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Travion Henderson.
Working quickly here.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. It's a gain of 11.
Made now, 3rd and 2. Team touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Running for it, it's Henderson. And he gets in, touchdown! The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clear.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked!
You know, it really really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
Walker on first down. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Will give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks go up by 19. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The New England offense running out now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Patriots.
To the air on first down, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
May sacked. A loss of 6
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Operating from the gun, here's May. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Willie Dallas on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Seahawks 25, Patriots 13.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
It's Walker on the give. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
At the Patriots' 44-yard line.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
We're
They're going to pass it here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock. And that should finish off this win for him. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Running is Walker. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. The give now to Walker. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it.